Finding the answers to life's big questions like, is there a God? Is the Bible true? Is really difficult to do. This is in response to this commenter. We've been talking back and forth about how difficult it is or not difficult it is to interpret the Bible. And thank you to this commenter. I think they've been really kind and thoughtful. But the process is actually, I think, really difficult for a lot of people. And if you'll let me make an analogy, so I'm a researcher by trade and I research nutrition. And a lot of people have a lot of opinions about nutrition. And I think that process actually is really similar to people trying to figure out biblical truth. So there are some people who go through life and say that nutrition is super simple. They say, I don't get what the big deal is. Eat some fruits and vegetables, have a varied diet, everything in moderation, and they go on with their lives and never think about nutrition again. And more power to you if you are one of those people. Awesome. There are other people, though, who have more specific questions like, wait, how many fruits and vegetables am I supposed to eat and how much and which ones? And I read that nightshade vegetables are supposed to be bad for you. Is that true? So if you're one of those people that have those questions, then you have to try and find the answers. Often that process goes like you start Googling things and then you find maybe what I call pop culture articles. Journalists are writing articles about research. Maybe you find blogs and you find a lot of conflicting information. So then frustrated, you think, okay, no, I want to get to the truth. Then you try and look up the original research. When you get to the research, you might also find that conflicting and confusing. And so to understand that original research and evaluate whether it's good research, you have to understand research design. Is this a good design for the conclusions that they're coming to? You need to understand statistics. You need to understand the measurements that they're taking. And having all of that knowledge to get to the truth is incredibly time consuming. And so I think it's the same for trying to understand religion. There are some people who either say, there's no God, I don't care anymore, I'm done with this conversation. And some people who say, hey, I get it. There's a God, there's Jesus, I'm done. It makes perfect sense to me. And if you're one of those people, more power to you. For those of us who, again, wait, what does that mean? And is that really what that means? And how do I truly understand this? Who have tried to dive deeper? It's the same process where if I really want to understand what a biblical passage means, I can read what other people have written about it. That's probably going to be conflicting. And so then I can try and read it in the original language, but I need to understand that language. And that's what I mean when I say to really, truly understand the Bible is an enormous investment in time and energy. And I don't think it's reasonable to require that in order to get to the truth. So it might be really obvious to some people what religious truth is, but there are a lot of us to whom it is not obvious. And a lot of us, trying to do the research has led us down this path of deconstruction. So if that is you, you are not alone. And I just want to encourage you to keep searching and keep questioning and let me know if there's any way that I can help you in that process.